I went to an auction on the weekend and couldn't come home empty-handed, of course. Finally have a trailer to haul some hay and whatever needs hauled. Can't haul nothing if you don't have a trailer. No sense this truck sitting here. Nothing too fancy about it. It does have fresh paint, and most of the lights work, and the brakes actually worked, which is a miracle. Has a VIN. Does have 1020 Daytons on it though, but I have a whole stack of those, so eventually I'm sure we can put some 22.5s on it. And yeah, but the only downside at Spring Ride is it came with some junk to deal with. I bought the harrows for $7 and all the ladders for 40, but yeah, we got a bunch of tree stumps and dirt, like a whole load of it. So cool. Good thing we have a big hole out back and push. Okay, so everyone that remembers that flat deck trailer I bought at that auction real cheap, I'm pulling the sides off of it and seeing all the treasures inside of it for me to clean up. Oh, I hit the beam. Let's try that again. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Lucky me. I'm getting pretty good at this. I got 4 jabbed on in one go. But yeah. You know those like surprise boxes you got when you were a little kid for the candy? And yet you were always surprised that it was total garbage every time? That's what opening this up was. I don't know what I expected. Guess I got a couple live ones. Whatever, $1,200 trailer. I don't think the next part will be fun. Maybe do that after harvest. Yep. Nothing to see here. Everything is completely legal. Well, the plan is to shove all of this off into this garbage hole. But I don't have a loader tractor right now, so I'm gonna have to wait to call a neighbor or build something for the forklift. And there's bulls out here, so I ain't gonna leave the semi out here for them to rub on. And think, I got all that nice clean fill with this trailer for only $1,200. What a deal. You know, there's actually more floor left than I was expecting, so that's a win. Now I hope we can get these axles to slide, because old man will be driving it, and he has the license, but he's not much of a hand at it, so if we can get those slid forward, that's going to help with approaches a lot. So that was a no-go on the sliding. Tires just skidded around a lot though. Would have never known. Better than before. Well, step 2 on making a cheap hay trailer. Luckily this stupid thing came with all the supplies to fix the floor, make stake pockets so we can at least have little racks in the front and back to start with. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll build more eventually. I brought it over to my place to hide in the shade here, but got this old toolbox. This truck has like no storage for straps and that on it, so I'm going to use these old bars. They connected like the sides on the trailer to make it stronger. Cut them up a little bit, try and hang that box off the side here so we can just keep the straps in that. Oh, that was my toe. Yeah, I should probably fix that before I hide it behind a toolbox. It's the only rusted one. Hey, next morning. Got lazy and quit. It's not pretty, but it is cost effective because it costs nothing. Yeah, put a bolt or two through the bottom there and should hold some straps. And on Marketplace the other day, I picked up this box of straps, brand new 30 footers, $50, the whole thing. I think there's 12 of them there. So that's a win. I did have to buy the bar though, so that's upsetting. You know, I was gonna do something fancy on the front here for just a brace, but there's a bunch of these already made with slots for these crossbars to go in. I could lower it a little bit and just two braces in those two, and it should be good enough. We're just hauling straw. The hell with it, not far. I just did that for a front bumper real quick. It all just slides right out. But solid. And the plywood that was all lining the sides of the trailer, I'm just gonna screw it down. Need to go get a couple more. I think if I do one more crossway, one lengthways, and one lengthways will be good. The back, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I've never had a 53 footer around, so I don't know how the bales will stop. So I'm just gonna leave it here and go home and do a set of bales, and if I need more room, I'll do little V notches and bend them all back to make it work if I need that bit, but we'll see. I can chop them off, I can change lots. It's trial and error. Don't measure nothing, don't do anything. It's working out. I'm wondering if I should focus less on making a nice back bar and actually making sides for it. It's kind of a time crunch thing. We can always go back and make a nice bar on the back of it. Those seem to work. Okay, step 3 of this cheap hay trailer. Working away at it. So we're taking 18-inch pieces, putting a 45 to that, welding those on. So that gives us these. So I got to get some pipe, and I'll probably do it in like 3 sections because we have one bale rack for our 30-foot little trailer. That's all one piece, both sides, everything, and it's hell to put on and off. So I thought if I can do this in 3 parts, or maybe 2 people can just lift them in and out, make it a lot more useful. So yeah, I'll just set that pipe in that saddle, some drill stem, weld her in, and then I'll worry about the back. Maybe. See what we're doing for time. Okay. Did the front on both sides, put a little angle in there. It's just resting in that notch. And then what I'm going to do is cut a half pipe and hang it under. And the next one will just rest on it. So I'm going to do 3 sections. Or no, 4 sections, I guess it'll end up being. But make it a little more manageable. And I can use up a lot of my little chunks of pipe. I'm not worried about straightening all these. Like this one's down a little more than this. Tractors are just going to run into them and change it all anyway. So just welding it where it wants to be. Well, that's enough welding for me. Fuck. Did put a little angle on that back there. But I'm okay with it. Got set up for some glancing blows down the highway. Should be good. Look at those saddles. Oh yeah, and everything steel-wise was reused from the sides of the old trailer except the drill stem. I think that used 3 lengths. So that's pretty minor. Well, if anyone's curious about how that hay trailer's been going, we got it put to work today, I guess. Finally got those axles slid. I think I did a video on that, or maybe I forgot to film that. Got the axle slid forward, so now the old man's not wiping out approaches everywhere he goes. I'm just fighting to keep chains on. The old man doesn't know how to do it properly. I don't really know either, but I know how he's doing it. It's not the damn way to do it. So, a couple more tarp straps and we'll keep them stuck on. We're only going 3 miles down the gravel, so. But it's spaced out decent for the average bales. Straw bales, I almost need to make a new backboard that just extends another 8 inches or so. But cheap hay trailer, it's working.